they come. We're back to Montreal. I'm back in Montreal. It's been back to Montreal for a week now. A week and 2 days. So that's 9 days total. Somebody's following me. Run. Run away. Run away. Run away from them. Let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride, camera. GoPro, let's go for a ride. Open the sesame. Oh, may I help you? Check this out. How many kilometers? There you go. I must have put already 2,000 kilometers on this car since I bought it. At least 2,000 kilometers. Where will I place the camera? I could do like a POV, but I don't have anything to put the camera on my head, so it's gonna go right over here. Gentlemen and women, start. Oh, before you start your engine, I don't know if you know about this or not, but what you can do, instead of just turning the key, I have to put my foot in the clutch pedal because my car is a manual, so I have to keep my foot in the clutch pedal for the safety, for allow it to start. So you turn the key, bam, wait a little bit, bam, wait a few seconds. Why do I do that? Why have I started doing that? Because apparently, you know, when you start your engine, usually you don't have that much oil in your engine as is, right? The majority of the oil goes back to the oil pan. There is maybe a light film coating the pistons right before the piston rings. So, but it's good practice to just turn the key, not all the way, but to the accessories. Perhaps the oil pump will start to do its job and start to pump some oil into the engine parts, to the engine galleries, before you actually crank the engine over. So that might help. So I guess you can say that's a pre-lubrication before you go off. No further ado, let's go, because it's extremely dark in the garage. It's extremely dark, the car, for when trying to film a video, especially with a GoPro. It's not a super great camera, not a professional level camera for making YouTube videos. So yes, here we go. The door's open. Someone's just arrived, so I will not have to open the door. I will just scrape by here on the right as they pass me on my left. Green light is on. I'm ready to go. I'm good to go. Okay, baby. Yeah, so that may be a good practice to follow on a daily basis. I was gonna go to the park go for a walk. I'm probably gonna still do that. So I guess the lesson today is about lubrication. In Portuguese we say lubrification, lubrificação, I think, if I'm not mistaken, from what I remember. So lubricating your engine parts is extremely important, especially if you have a turbo engine. And what happens when you stop your car, when you arrive, you turn off the engine. So not only are you turning off the ignition, you're turning off the engine, but everything else is ceased the functioning. Water pump stops working, oil pump stops, water pump stops working, oil pump stops working, everything stops working, obviously. So whatever oil is left within the engine parts, it stays for a little while. That's why they call it the dry start, because you practically don't have almost any oil within those engine parts, especially the piston within the walls, piston rings, should I say. Well, the oil should be below the piston rings anyways, so it doesn't burn in the combustion chamber. That might help with engine lubrication, engine longevity, life of your engine. Doesn't matter what car you have. Now, if you have an electric car, then that advice will not help you, unfortunately. Or fortunately, if you have an electric car. Is good. I'm not 100% sure on this particular engine. V6, 2.5 liter. It's taking maybe up to 8 liters. 8 liters of synthetic oil. Premium. Everything's a premium in this car. Synthetic oil, 8 liters. Fuel 91 octane and up. Sometimes I put 91, sometimes I put 94 octane, you know. It depends really. I know I'm going over the white line, but this guy decided to go in front of me as well. I don't feel like it. I want to stay in the far right lane already. I moved to this lane. Yeah, 8 liters, oil filter, probably 5 W230, and it's an oil that you can use winter and summer, so all year round. Synthetic, best of the best. It's not cheap. What else? Can't think of anything else to say right now. Advice to give. And of course, when you are about to drive off, don't just start your car and then take off right away. Give it a few seconds to warm up. Give it a few seconds for the oil to go through the engine, through the galleries of the engine. Get some lubrication going, as I mentioned before. Some people just start it up and then smash the pedal and go, you know. That's a big no-no in my book. I don't feel like downshifting to second. Here we go to the park, baby. Oh yes, another thing I like to mention is downshifting. Downshift is actually fun because you're doing what's called engine braking. So you're braking with using the engine's downshift combustion to compression ratio, should I say, to slow down the car. So you can use a little bit of that and the brakes at the same time, and vice versa, and you can play around with that kind of driving style. So yeah, downshifting helps a lot in slowing down the car, a lot. Unlike automatics, I guess you can in a way downshift in automatic. Not the same as driving manual, that's for sure. Then you have cars with the paddle shifters that, yeah, and downshift, paddle shift for sure. But the thing with manual, when you're doing that, is that you have to blip the throttle, you have to bring up the revs up when you're downshifting, match the speed of the transmission and the wheels and all that great stuff. So, like I did right now. Can't just downshift without blipping the throttle, without elevating the revs of the engine, because then you have a mismatch of engine speed of the transmission, speed of the engine, speed of the wheels. So all this has to combine to a good rev. See, I'm not even on the brakes yet. We'll brake now. Neutral, put it into first gear. Second gear, here we go. Let's park here. Pit stop. I don't want to scrape my wheels on the sidewalk, so I have to be extra careful here. Okay, I'm close enough. Scrape the sidewalls and the wheels. You don't want that. I certainly don't want that. That's it for now. Thank you for watching my video, my little fun video. I was going to show you where the dipstick on this car and the engine is. Dipstick is actually way back here when you open up the hood. If you have a Mercedes C300, C230, C250, whatever, that's where the dipstick is. Parking brake is here. And that's it, brothers from another mother, brothers from another mother. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go for the walk. Take care, bye-bye. Till the next fun video, JB's Fun World.